Welcome viewers of the Achievement Name News and Reviews. My name is Ben. Today I'll be doing a new series. This will be the first video in it. I'll call it the First Impression series. How this works is I get something for the first time, or I try to recreate what it was like playing the game for the first time. If you had no knowledge on what the game was about or what the characters are. Yeah, so that's the idea of the series. Again, there might be some parody first impression videos as well, because I can't exactly recreate something that I played about, say, 10 years ago or more, because as a child you don't really remember first times with games, at least not for me, and yeah, I'll have to go with that. So, you'll see here, the worst way possible, I have this game called Pokemon Channel. It's actually not that common over here in the UK. The last time I remember seeing it, I think, was as far back as probably about 4 years ago, because I remember my first GameCube game was Mario Kart Double Dash for the GameCube, and we actually had to get a game, there's this company over here that sells games called Game, and they sell their own accessories like a GameCube controller or whatever, and so we had to actually buy a GameCube controller just to play GameCube games, and I was able to use it for other games like Virtual Console and whatever Wii games actually supported the GameCube controller at the time, like Smash Bros. So yeah, Pokemon Channel is something I hadn't got around to playing because I didn't get it until yesterday, and I didn't get to play it until today because I was away from my GameCube, and enough introduction. So yes, so my friend Adam was talking to me about this game, even though I wasn't really fussed in it. It's along the lines of Hey You Pikachu, where it was those, it's one of those Pokemon games that doesn't really get talked about at all, unless you're talking about the worst Pokemon games. But again, I try to see the best in everything and see if it ends up being a good game in its own way. Whenever you try not to compare it to other games, like say any main series Pokemon game or even Pokemon Coliseum, which is actually a pretty decent game as far as I played. But anyway, my first impressions of Pokemon Channel is you are the new audience for this guy called Professor Oak. He is very well known in the Pokemon Indigo League anime. He's the guy that actually gives Ash his first Pokeball. He ends up being Pikachu, which is this yellow mouse-like creature thing that can emit electricity. As you'll see here, this is Pikachu. So, at first, you get this TV and you watch a episode of Pichu Bros, which is something I actually haven't seen before. I actually thought I have for DVDs or videos of Pokemon which have had Pichu shorts, but these actually seem to be exclusive to this game so far, and basically you get to watch snippets of the episodes, and eventually you'll be able to watch the full episode in one go. But again, at the moment I can't, and I've only been able to watch the first snippet, which is actually pretty good so far, where you have the Pichu Bros and other Pokemon holding these crescent moon shapes with different shapes of fruit inside them. It's the best way I can describe. So it's a bit bizarre, but again, it's Pokemon, it's Japan, anime, and they even refer to it as an anime. So yeah, and basically what you do in this game is a wild Pikachu actually walks into your house room that only appears to have one room. So yeah, like Japan, where you only have one room, and there doesn't appear to be a sink or anything like that. Just a room with a TV and posters and something like a bedroom. So yeah, actually it probably is a bedroom because there is a bed with a package underneath it, but for some reason you can't really go to that package at first. Professor Oak asks you to check out the channels with Pikachu and see how he reacts to them, and you have to watch all of them fully. You can't just switch to another channel and see how Pikachu reacts. You have to watch everything in full. You can zoom in on the TV so you can watch it and so Pikachu isn't in the way, but you'll notice that Pikachu actually can get annoyed at TV, and he might try to, hit it or just ignore it, and you have to like press A on him to stop him from misbehaving. And eventually, I think, just like Nintendogs, he'll start to listen to you and learn new things on the TV. There's like an exercise channel. There's like an exercise channel. There's a news channel. There's a quiz channel. Exercise, if I haven't already said that. And you'll access more channels as you give more reports to Professor Oak, which the reports channel is a show on its own. You go to that basically as your save file place, and it's a pretty interesting game so far. It's something you probably just play whenever you don't really feel like doing much, which is why I recommend playing it. If you feel just like watching Pokemon or, I don't know, play a game that's like Nintendogs, I do recommend it for you. But that's my first impressions of it, people. If I think of anything else, I'll probably put it in the description below, but so far right now I can't. So yeah, this is going to be a new series I'm going to do. Hopefully I'll work on more games, and even games I have played before, I'll try to do a first impressions video to explain to you guys what it's about, and see if you'll be interested in that sort of thing. So yeah, if you haven't come across on this channel before, I've done videos in the past, usually full reviews on products like controllers and games maybe. I guess it's been hard finding time to play games fully and then review them, but I could try maybe reviewing games I have finished in the past, but I feel like I need to do fresh impressions in order to do a proper review. Maybe I can't do that now. I could just do first impression reviews. So yeah, I'm gonna go.